What's good, y'all? What's good, YouTube? Brian, enter my realm real quick. Man, now look, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous. I'm a little uncomfortable, but I'm still confident. I am confident in my abilities to talk about this subject that we have today. I am confident in my abilities to give y'all advice, insight, clarity, long-lasting pieces of game that will break down what is confidence and how to increase your confidence. Now today I got two articles, one from Headway, an app on the App Store that does let you read books for free. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Yeah. 15 minutes free read a day if you don't want to pay for the subscription. And I got an article from Google that I will break down once I get done with this. Now, no more talking. Let's just hop right in. I will read. Confidence means that you believe in yourself, your ideas, and your capabilities. Anyone can learn how to be more confident. It's a skill, not a matter of personality. Now I'm gonna start right here to break that down real quick. Let's run that back. Confidence means that you believe in yourself. Self-belief, self-trust. Do you trust yourself to do what you're trying to do? Do you trust yourself to accomplish what you want to accomplish? I'm gonna use me as an example. I might be nervous, I might be uncomfortable, but I still trust myself to still give y'all a decent, good video, a worthwhile video. This can be with girls, this can be with anything. You see, let's bring up the whole skill topic. A skill is something that you work on, something that you take from the bottom and you just work on it, critique it, review it until you get good at it. Like I say, the ability to do something well, expertise, to train a worker or yourself to do a particular task. Let's do one more. A learned power of doing something competently. A developed aptitude or ability. Language. Okay, I read that all wrong. Like we said, it's a skill, not a matter of personality. Nobody is born confident. I remember what my brother Paul told me. He said 11th grade, 10th grade, 9th grade, he had no confidence. He couldn't talk to girls. He was fearful of being in that element. And then 12th grade came around. He had height, he had hair, a little bit more muscle, and his confidence skyrocketed. He was no longer fearful of talking to women. He was no longer fearful of approaching women. It was a skill, and it needed to be worked on. He needed self-work in order to build himself up to becoming skillful in that aspect. Now let's hop right back in. Some extroverts talk a lot, but are still unsure when it comes to putting themselves or their thoughts out there. Same thing with me. Some introverts believe that their ideas and their capabilities, but have a problem getting red-faced when they're about to open up. So the quietest people you know might be the most confident. The more you practice acts of courage, the more you believe you are in control of your life, and thus the more confident you become. That's why I say it's the small steps that matter. It's the small things you do that will build you up to be a more confident person. Exercising, having a healthy diet. These things give you a more internal confidence, a higher self-esteem because you're working on yourself. Like I say, it's the small acts of courage, it's the small acts of valor, it's the small achievements that you win that will give you the confidence to go even higher, to set even higher goals. Like, let's do 10 push-ups. You say I'm gonna do 10 push-ups a day, right? You work yourself up to be able to do 10 consistent straight push-ups, and then you increase it to 20. You go from 20 to 50. You go from 50, and then you say, I'm getting better at this. Let's crank it up to 100 a day. Let's do 100 a day, and then you work on that until you're able to do it. It might take time. It might take 2 months from now, 5 months from now, or even a year, but eventually, just the ability to do 10 will give you the confidence to shoot for 20. 20 shoots for 50. 50 shoot, you say, let's fuck it, let's go 100. You see, it's the small acts of courage. Sometimes we lose connection with our real selves, perhaps because we are trying to fit in, or we're just saying we're okay with where we are financially, career-wise, or even in relationships. Once you lose touch with the real you, you lose confidence. But when you do things that affirm your sense of self, the little things, probably things you usually wouldn't do, you build your confidence. I'm gonna use this as an example. When I was in 11th grade, right? When I was in 11th grade, 12th grade, I went through not 12th grade, but 10th through 11th grade, I had a phase. I wanted to fit in. I wanted to be like all the other popular kids in high school. You see, I was labeled the weird guy. I was labeled the weird trait. I was labeled the weird kid, the school shooter at one point. I used to walk around school with a duffel bag full of clothes for wrestling practice. And even with wrestling, I wanted to join a sport just so I can also become physically fit, but to have some type of status, to be a part of some type of group. And that would shot my confidence more because it wasn't what I really wanted to do. It wasn't me being myself. It was me trying to fit in to get validation from other people, to get validation from women. And the moment I quit, the moment I said, fuck what they got going on, I'm gonna be me, I'm gonna be free. Small acts like, okay, once I had locks. Small acts like, I'm going to dye my hair red for 1 week. I had the little fake dye that rinses out. That raised my confidence because of my ability to do it, and the fact that it was different, the fact that it was cool, the fact that I had control. You know, it's small acts like that that's going to build your confidence. Hopefully I talked about that correctly. Now let's go to my second article. Let's break this down. Like I say, what is confidence? Once again, confidence can refer to a general sense of self-belief and trust in your own ability to control your life. I just spoke on that. Or it might be more situation specific. For example, you might have high self-confidence in an area of particular expertise, but feel less confident in other areas. Boom. I have confidence when it comes to, let's say, calisthenics. I know what push-ups, what squats, what ab exercises to do to get my body right, to get anyone right. But let me go into the gym where there are weights and bars and different machines. I'm unconfident. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what is what called. I don't know. So you see how that play a role. You see, I can tell you everything about push-ups. I can tell you everything about pull-ups, but I can't tell you about a deadlift. I can't tell you about a power clean. I can't tell you about the bench press, whether decline is better than incline or the fly is better than. I can't tell you that. I'm not confident in my abilities to talk about that. Having a healthy level of self-confidence can help you become more successful in your personal and professional life. Research has found, for example, people who are more confident tend to achieve more academically. Confidence can also play a role in the motivation to pursue your goals, with studies linking higher levels of self-confidence in athletes with increased motivation to practice their sport of choice. Your level of confidence even affects how you present yourself to others. Prime example right there. I'm gonna kill this one. You are confident in life and you have a high self-esteem. What do most men preach? Walk, chest up, chin high, walk like you own the building. Not looking down, scared of life, not being shy, not walking in fear, not being a coward. When you're confident in your abilities when you're confident in life, when you have a high level of self-confidence, a high level of self-esteem, it radiates. The energy, the aura radiates to other people. The more high levels of self-confidence, the more you believe in yourself, the more things you're gonna strive for. I believe in myself, so I'm doing YouTube. I believe in my ability to talk. I am confident in my abilities to talk about certain subjects, but I might not be confident in my abilities to record, to edit videos, to set up my camera properly, to put the right tags and hashtags so I can get into the algorithm. That's something that I'm not very confident in, that I'm working at right now. Let's get into the meat and gravy of this whole video. How to be more confident. Fortunately, there are several ways you can increase your self-confidence. Whether you lack confidence in one specific area, or struggle to feel confident about anything, these confidence boosters can help. Stop comparing yourself to others, which is facts, because comparison is the killer of all joy. The moment I compare myself to another individual, whether it be physically, whether it be this whole YouTube thing, whether it be social media, whether it be intellectually, anything, the moment I compare myself to another human being is the moment that I've lost. You see, other people can discourage you. I remember Kevin Gates said this. He said it was him comparing himself to other influences that gave him depression. The reason I say comparison is a killer of our joy, because let's say, all right, bet I hit 100 subscribers, right? I hit 100 subscribers and I've been doing this for close to a year and a half. But I just got in the game. I might have a friend who might have only 5 videos up, and every video somehow hit the algorithm and he get tens and thousands of subscribers. That might reduce my confidence to keep going. That might disencourage me from keep uploading, because I'm not seeing steady growth, because I'm comparing his stats, his analytics to mine. Most people, you see, our ego tends to, if they can do it, why can't I do it? If they can achieve it, why can't I achieve it? I want what they have. I want whatever they are presenting. But it's not like that. Let's see. How do you build confidence when you notice that you are drawing comparison? First, remind yourself that doing so isn't helpful. Everyone is running their own race, and life is not a competition. That's why I say, don't focus on other people. Focus on being better than you were yesterday. Yesterday I read maybe 2 pages of The Art of War. I just got this book. I read 2 pages and then put it down because I got distracted. So today, if I want to be better than I was yesterday, then all I would have to do is just read 5 pages and then continue from there. It's small acts like that that's going to give you a small little boost, because now you have a race that you're trying to run. And track, you see, I ran track as well. I'm not trying to go on a tangent here, but when I ran in track, I didn't give a fuck about who was to the left of me or to the right of me. My main goal was, I'm focused on my lane, and I'm just gonna run as fast as I can. My last race I ran 456 seconds. So now I'm going for 55. As long as I hit 55 seconds, I am good. First, second, third place, I don't give a fuck. It's all mental. And that's the mindset you have to have. Number 2, surround yourself with positive people. Your social circle reflects who you are. The people you surround yourself, let's say, I think they said the 4 closest people you surround yourself, the average is you. All of the people in my inner circle, the people who I surround myself on a consistent basis, my guy Paul, my closest friends, they all practice the same things I practice. We all practice semen retention. We all uplift each other. We all look into NoFap. We all read books. We all strive to be the best versions of ourselves. It's called influence. You see, my brother Paul, he influences me to be better. He encourages me to keep going with YouTube, to keep going with music, to keep going with anything that I put my foot into. You have people who are negative. You have people who always complain. You have people who talk down on you. You have people who bring you down, constantly judge you. That's why you have that people who accept you for who you are. People who uplift you. People who give you positive reassurance. Next is take care of your body. Practice self-care. I'm going to use my brother Paul as an example again. Like I say, he didn't get more confident with women until he started taking care of himself physically. And that, the external radiated internal. So since he was taking care of himself physically, it showed mentally. He started displaying more aggression. He lost fear. When the results started showing, his self-esteem was higher. But getting a healthy diet, getting good exercise in, meditating, relieving stress, getting good enough sleep, getting good energy, all helps between self-esteem, confidence, motivation, all of these little things. Next is be kind to yourself. Self-compassion involves treating yourself with kindness when you make a mistake, fail, or experience setback. It's all mental. Instead of talking negative about you, talk positive. Every day I look in the mirror and I say, Pariah, look how far you came. You went from being a stick to having some muscle. You went from being picked on. You went from being harassed. You went from being teased. You went from being hated on to being loved by people. Look at the accomplishments you did. You have done more within your lifespan than people have done in their whole life. There are always people who have it worse than you. So give yourself a pat on the back, because I'm pretty sure there are some things that you have done that other people can't do. And that's facts. Like I say, positive self-talk. You have to be, positive in the manner that you treat yourself. We're a tree. We are very fragile. There might be times where I mess up and I say, hey Trey, hey Pariah, you could have done better. You can do this. You can keep going. You have it. I might mess up on a video. I might have to take 20 takes over and over again. But I say, keep going. You got this. You can make a video. You can do it. Anything is possible. Face your fears. Stop putting things off until you feel more confident. Like asking someone on a date or applying for a promotion. Look, man. There was this one girl who I had a crush on throughout all of high school. I wasn't confident enough to just apply pressure and ask her on a date or ask her if she wanted to be with me in a relationship until my 12th grade year. I was too scared. I was too nervous. She was beautiful. She was very, very well known. I thought I ain't have a chance. One day, I said, man, fuck it. What's the worst she can say? I hit her up, sent her a text. Hey, are you single? She said, why? I said, well, I just wanted to see how far we can get this down in the third. I asked her out. What'd she say? She said, you're handsome, but you're just not my type. And I understood exactly what that means. But I'm not going to speak on that in this video. We're going to break this down a little bit more, and then we're going to call it a day. Characteristics of confident people. Confident people celebrate other people's success. Confident people are open-minded. Confident people are optimistic. We are willing to take risk. What can we not do? If I was able to do this, what can I not do? If I'm able to talk in front of a camera, upload this video on a platform where there are millions and millions of people, who say I can't talk in front of 1,000 people? Who say I can't talk about something in front of a stadium? Confident people laugh at themselves. Confident people tend to be decisive. Confident people are always learning and growing. We admit our mistakes and we accept responsibility. While insecure people who have a low self-esteem, are judgmental, are closed-minded, are pessimistic, always seeking out the negative, are afraid of changing. They hide their flaws, they are indecisive, and they act like a know-it-all. They make excuses and they blame others. This is a very long article, and I'm not going to break this down all the way. Hopefully, I'm gonna stop right here. I'm gonna stop right here. I might do a part 2. I understand that we busy men. Hopefully, I gave y'all some insight. I gave y'all some clarity. I gave y'all some game, some advice, some tips that might help you become more confident. Like I say, it's not about, no one is born confident. No one is born a man. No one is born being the best versions of themselves. Being confident is a skill. You have to work on it. You have to do small acts of courage. Start off with them 10 push-ups. Start off with that, hey, do you want to go on a date? Say fuck it and just see where it takes you. Same thing with me. All it took was one video. You can watch my first video. I was looking around. I was stuttering, but I just kept going. And look at me now. Still going, still kicking. But that's the video I have for today. I'm Pariah. Hope you learned. Hope it was entertaining. Hope you know what I'm saying, you learned a little bit. And I'm gone.